Om. Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arvindaya. Om Anandamayi, Om Chaitanyamayi, Om Satyamayi, Om Parame. O my beloved Lord, let us be thine integrally. O Lord, with full faith, love and surrender, we are ready for thy victory. Om, peace, peace, peace. Question and Answers of the Mother, 1955. Mother reads from the Synthesis of Yoga, the Four Aids. How is time a friend? It depends on how you look at it. Everything depends on the relation you have with it. If you take it as a friend, it becomes a friend. If you consider it as an enemy, it becomes your enemy. But that's not what you are asking. What you are asking is how one feels when it is an enemy and how when it is a friend. Well, when you become impatient and tell yourself, oh, I must succeed in doing this, and why don't I succeed in doing it? And when you don't succeed immediately in doing it and fall into despair, then it is your enemy. But when you tell yourself, it's all right, I didn't succeed this time, I shall succeed next time, and I am sure one day or another I shall do it, then it becomes your friend. Savitri, page 346. I will stop after reading some lines, then we meditate on those lines. Again, I will read, then we meditate on those lines. The spirit of beauty was revealed in sound, lighted float round the marvelous visions brood, and on our lips the immortal's joy took shape. O strong forerunner, I have heard thy cry, one shall descend and break the iron law, change nature's doom by the lone spirit's power. A limitless mind that can contain the world, a sweet and violent heart of ardent calms. Moved by the passions of the God shall come, all mights and greatnesses shall join in her. Beauty shall walk celestial on the earth, delight shall sleep in the cloudlet of her hair, and in her body, as on his homing tree, immortal love shall beat his glorious wings. A music of griefless things shall weave her charm, the arcs of the perfect shall attune her voice, the streams of heaven shall murmur in her laugh, her lips shall be the honeycombs of God, her limbs his golden jars of ecstasy, her breast the rapture flowers of paradise. She shall bear wisdom in her voiceless bosom. Strength shall be with her like a conqueror's sword, and from her eyes the eternal's bliss shall gaze. A seed shall be sown in death's tremendous hour, a branch of heaven transplant to human soil. Nature shall overleap a mortal step, fate shall be changed by an unchanging will. As a flame disappears in endless light, immortally extinguished in its source, vanished the splendor, and was still the word, an echo of delight that once was close. The harmony journeyed toward some distant hush, a music failing in the ear of trance, a cadence called by distant cadences, a voice that trembled into strains withdrawn. Life Divine, page 6. These persistent ideals of the race are at once the contradiction of its normal experience and the affirmation of higher and deeper experiences, which are abnormal to humanity and only to be attained in their organized entirety by a revolutionary individual effort or an evolutionary general progression. Prayers or meditation. To know, possess, and be the divine being in an animal and egoistic consciousness, to convert a twilight or obscure physical mentality into the plenary supramental illumination, to build peace and a self existent bliss, where there is only a stress of transitory satisfactions besieged by physical pain and emotional suffering, to establish an infinite freedom in a world which presents itself as a group of mechanical necessities. To discover and realize the immortal life in a body subjected to death and constant mutation. This is offered to us as the manifestation of God in matter and the goal of nature in her terrestrial evolution. To the ordinary material intellect, which takes its present organization of consciousness for the limit of its possibilities, the direct contradiction of the unrealized ideals with the realized fact is a final argument against your validity. But if we take a more deliberate view of the world's workings, the direct opposition appears rather as part of nature's profoundest method and the seal of her completest sanction. For all problems of existence are essentially problems of harmony. They arise from the perception of an unsolved discord and the instinct of an undiscovered agreement or unity. To rest content with an unsolved discord is possible for the practical and more animal part of man, but impossible for his fully awakened mind, and usually even his practical parts only escape from the general necessity either by shutting out the problem or by accepting a rough utilitarian and unillumined compromise. For essentially, all nature seeks a harmony, life and matter in their own sphere as much as mind in the arrangement of its perceptions. The greater the apparent disorder of the materials offered, or the apparent disparateness, even to irreconcilable opposition of the elements that have to be utilized, the stronger is the spur, and it drives towards a more subtle and prescient order than can normally be the result of a less difficult endeavor. Prayers and meditation, November 28, 1913. In this calm concentration which comes before daybreak, more than at any other moment, my thought rises to Thee, O Lord of our being, in an ardent prayer. Grant that this day, which is about to dawn, may bring to the earth and to men a little more of pure light and true peace. May thy manifestation be more complete, and thy sweet law made widely recognized. May something higher, nobler, more true to be revealed to man, vaster and deeper love spread abroad so that all painful wounds may be healed. And may this first sunbeam drawing upon the earth be the herald of joy and harmony, a symbol of the glorious splendor hidden in the essence of life. O Divine Master, grant that today may bring to us a completer consecration to Thy will, a more integral gift of ourselves to Thy work, a more total forgetfulness of self, a greater illumination, a purer love. Grant that in a communion growing ever deeper, more constant and entire, we may be united always more and more closely to Thee, and become Thy servitors worthy of Thee. Remove from us all egoism, root out all petty vanity, greed, and obscurity. May we be all ablaze with Thy divine love. Make us Thy torches in the world. A silent hymn of praise rises from my heart like the white smoke of incense of the perfumes of the East. And in the serenity of a perfect surrender, I bow to thee in the light of the rising day. In the name of the Mother, we offer this prayer to all the sincere aspirants of the Aurobindo who worked in the past, who are working currently, and who will collaborate in future. We offer this aspiration at thy feet. Let all the souls get the strength and peace and hope for the bright future in this land of dawn. To thee who has been the material envelope of our Master, to thee our infinite gratitude. Before thee who has done so much for us, who has worked, struggled, suffered, hoped, endured so much, before thee who has willed all, attempted all, prepared, achieved all for us. Before thee we bow down and implore that we may never forget even for a moment all we owe to thee. We can have a silent concentration and we can disperse. Wait, greetings from Aurobindo. Not yet. Thanks for being. Greetings from Aurobindo.